Okay, here we go. Standing by. In 3, 2. Hey everybody, KC0VII Tom here. TLJ's in the greenhouse. It's starting to warm up a little bit. She wants to get out there and water and play with the plants and whatever makes her happy. As you can see, I'm out here in the camper. I'm getting a little the camping urge. I'm getting a little cabin fever here, so biting at the bit. The one thing we're doing a little different this time is I dug out the GoPro Fusion camera. That's that 360-degree camera we picked up this winter. It's like having two GoPro cameras sandwiched together, and each camera's got a 180-degree lens on it. So it's kind of neat. You can actually, the camera is actually like sitting in a sphere, and all the videos around it. And you go up and down, and it's kind of interesting how you go and edit the video. You actually transfer the video from the camera to a device like a tablet or your phone. Then you would hold the device, and if you want to show people in your video something over here, you turn it this way, or over here, turn it that way, or up. You know, it's one of those deals you really got to be careful how you edit it on the device, because any small movement, you can really make people sick out there, you know, unless you got stock in Dramamine or something. So bear with me on that. I like to play around with these, you know, all my cameras a little bit, just keep up to, you know, remember how they all operate. I actually started doing this yesterday, and it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot to. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Oh no, the battery's dead. Yeah, and if you get one of these cameras, make sure you get at least a couple batteries. You know, yeah, that's true for all the GoPros. So, back in July, I believe it was episode 60. 60. We were talking about how I got into electronics and how I got into radios and public service band radios and amateur radio. And the one handheld scanner I've been carrying for almost the longest time, this kind of has a history with me. A bunch of that old Radio Shack Pro 7 4-channel crystal radio. This is the Pro 96. It is a VHF, UHF, 800 analog trunking, LTR, Motorola systems, and I'll also do the new digital P25 phase 1 only. Will not do phase 2. A lot of the phase 2 trunking is down on the 700 megahertz band, and this will receive the digital channels, but it will not follow the trunking scheme. So you may hear a call from the dispatcher sitting squad somewhere. The next thing you hear is a garbage truck being, you know, calling in for service to go somewhere else. You know, so it's quite old, and as you can see, the case has been battered up. I got gaffer's tape on it. It's end of life for the poor girl. I mean, she had a good hard life, but I mean, kind of looking for a home for her. If somebody just wants to have a nice little scanner. Friends up in Minnesota, you know, we'll do the 800 channels up there for the P25 trunking phase 1. Picked up this little guy here in July. I think it was July. Yeah, we'll say July. Summer. It's a Uniden BCD325P2. This is a nice little scanner. I'm really impressed by it. I was a little concerned about the size of the speaker, really small here, that it may not have good audio. It's got fairly good audio. I'm really impressed. It has a nice display. The keypad is not too bad. You can program it from the keypad. It's a little clunky, but you can do it. I recommend downloading the free software from Uniden's website, and or buy one of the other software packages out there for scanners. I go to radioreference.com to get my information on the frequencies. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go there. There is a subscription service they have where you can download a CSV file of all the information in the databases, and then you just put that in your software and upload it to the scanner. What I do, I can copy and paste from the website into the software, and that way I can kind of customize what I want to listen to. Like I said, this guy's not too bad. It will do analog and digital. It will receive anything from 25 megahertz up to 960 megahertz, excluding the cellular band. You know, we're not allowed to have cellular. It will do the 800, the old style analog trunking, which is mainly in the 800 channels. There are a few 900 channels out there. It will do the LTR, EDAX, the old Motorola standard, even you know, some of the older stuff that is no longer. It will also do the new digital trunking, P25 phase 1 and phase 2, and it also says it'll do other digital standards. Now, I don't know what they mean by other digital standards, if it's DMR or something else. I don't think we have any DMR in the area, so I'm not sure if I could, if it will or not. If anybody out there knows that there's DMR in southern Minnesota, North Iowa, add it down in the comments. Maybe I can play around with that. Like I said, it's nice display. It's nice backlit. You can have it set up so the light's on all the time, or just when you hit a button, it'll turn on. You hit a button, it'll turn it off. I have it set up currently right now, so when a call comes in on the radio, the display will light for 5 seconds, then it'll shut off. After that, it's considering the battery life. You can also charge it from a USB micro cable, so you can charge it from your phone charger, from your laptop, from one of those little power bricks, or an AC adapter, or a cigarette lighter adapter, which makes it a little more convenient. One less thing you have to carry along. I mean, if you got, depending on your phone or your tablet, if you got a micro charger, you can charge this and that. I like it. You can plug it into the laptop and use the laptop as kind of a power box. So what I don't like about it, battery life. I barely get 4 hours out of it. It's only got 2 AA batteries. It takes 5 hours to charge it up, and when you have it plugged into the USB cable, it does not pull power from the cable. It pulls it from the battery. I found that out the hard way. Took it to work one day, had it sat at my desk listening to what was going on, and about noon it quit. Batteries are dead. So like I says, it's small. You can drop it in your coat pocket, cup holder in the car. Not a bad little radio. Like I said, I've had quite a few of these. The Pro 96, I have one, my dad has one. I have the big brother of this, the Pro 2096, which is the desktop version. So, compatible between the two of them. Not bad. I mean, you got a little more new technology here, so, it's going to behave a little bit better, and you got a lot of beat up stuff on that one. Like I said, yep, see why it's beat up? Like I said, it'll do good fancy aeronautical, also AM aeronautical. I have air in this one due to the fact that pilots, or small aircraft pilots, are probably the ones who are most concerned about the weather than myself. If you get a little thundercloud in the area, I know about it, because these guys are talking talking back and forth. And there's a group of pilots every Saturday or Sunday morning. They'll alternate. They take off from their local airports, and they'll agree to meet, say, at the Worthington Airport or the Fairmont or Mason City. Stop. They'll have a little fly-in, have coffee together, a little breakfast, BS, and fly back. But it's kind of interesting to listen to those guys as they come and go. And so this will hold 500 systems in the digital world, trunking systems, each, and a total of 25,000 sites or channels in those systems. Quite a bit. It will also do 1,000 conventional channels, and they claim it has 1,000 channel scan rate, 1,000 channels per second scan rate. I don't think it's that fast. It's no. Like I said, it's real easy to program from software. To show you how exciting my life is, one Friday night I sat down on the computer and made a code plug, they call it, with the software that goes into it, of all the trunking P25 systems in Minnesota, phase 1 and phase 2, along with Iowa at the time, all the P25 systems here. Iowa does have a good variety of systems here, and also the local analog here in Mitchell County. Still had room left in the memory. Turned it on, started scanning. It was scanning all the channels, and then it took a long time to get through that scan unless it was such a large. So what I have programmed in this right now, I kind of scaled it back. Like I said, I have aeronautical, because I like to listen to the pilots, so kind of like my early warning on the weather. Mitchell County here is on analog, still the old VHF channels. Howard, Worth, Sarasota, Chickasaw counties I have also in here. And there's a variety of P25 phase 1, phase 2, the old LTR trunking systems, along with the old Motorola analog trunking systems. So it's selecting a lot of stuff when I go to work and come home every day. In Minnesota, I got Freeborn, Mauer, Fillmore, Dodge, and Olmsted. We do a lot of visits and shopping excursions up to Minnesota, so it's kind of nice to have. Now, the reason I carry a scanner, I'm not that paranoid that they're out to get me. I like to know what's going on in the area, weather, road conditions. Something comes up, or they have a fire. There's been a couple times I've come across accidents or fire, and one of the officers, deputies, or firemen will recognize me or see the call sign placed in the car and says, "Can you give it 5 minutes, John? We need somebody to block traffic off or direct traffic." It doesn't make much training to secure an intersection to stop traffic. Consider a fireman, all the training they have to go through, or a deputy, all their training, tying up that resources just securing an intersection. So yeah, I'll get out of the car. I always carry a red vest in the car. Direct traffic till they send somebody back to relieve, more of the personnel comes on scene. So, but like I said, this little guy, he gets pretty good workout in the morning. We leave St. Ansgar here. We're on the old analog VHF channels. We get down to Floyd, and they have a combination of analog channels, and they are switching over to the P25. And that's just in the last week. Radio Reference hasn't updated, that county yet. Then we get into Saragota County, and again, we have the P25 Phase 2, and along with the older 800 LTR system that the city has. Actually, it's ran by a local radio shop. They just ran airtime out. They still have some city services on that, and there's also an old Motorola trunking system in the Mason City area that's still active, activity on it. When we go to Minnesota, pretty much all of Minnesota's on the 800 megahertz channels in the Phase 1 of the P25 systems, but every once in a while you'll come across somebody still running analog VHF. For some reason, there are some fire departments. I don't know if it's money reason or if they use that as a backup or what it is. So, but price wise, yeah, they're a little spendy, about $400. I got this one on sale from the Uniden online store. They were down to like $339 if I remember right. Not a bad, not a bad price. It's a little easier to choke. But like I said, if they could do something different with a battery pack or allow you to run it off the USB cable, it'd be a pretty good radio, pretty good scanner. But yeah, if you find it on sale, I'd go ahead and buy it. It's a nice little deal. One's good enough for me. When I'm in the house, I take the antenna off and hook up to my outdoor antenna on top of the house. It does pretty good. Considering, grain millers right behind us is a big block of concrete that blocks a lot of the signals to the north. This guy can actually pull some of those out. So, all in all, yeah, buy it. Okay. TLJ's kind of wants to get going here. We got stuff to do, places to see, very busy. So, everybody, 7-3, take care, have a safe spring. Be sure to tell your friends, neighbors, other hams, subscribe, hit that bell to get notification when new videos come out, add comments below. 7-3, everybody.